So finding your tall spine at the front of the mat. I like this movement that's happening already, just moving the head around, stretching the neck, and then just finding that neutral spot where your chin can tuck back a little bit, and you find that length through the back of your neck all the way up through the crown of your head. Closing down the eyes and just feeling and exploring what's going on inside. So exploring your inner space. Notice the current state of your body-mind complex. And really the goal of this practice is to unify the body, the mind, and the breath. So when that happens, we are forced to become present and feeling into our body and our present moment, moment to moment. We'll start right there with the breath. Exhale all the air out. Take a deep breath in, filling the lungs. Exhaling everything out through the nose. Really try to tuck the low belly at the end of the exhale, so you're really squeezing it all out. And inhaling possibility and gratitude for this moment, being right here in your body. Exhaling, letting go of any tension in the shoulders, tension in the jaw. Squeeze it all out. And inhaling length, inhaling that fullness that you are, filling the lungs completely. And exhale again, finding a centering as you let all the breath go, feeling the wisdom of the body starting to take over as you inhale again, filling the lungs, feeling that expansion. So continuing with this deep breath throughout your practice, if you know the Jayu breath, just creating that little whispering sound at the back of the throat, that can help to bring awareness to the breath throughout this. So I'll be reminding you to breathe, but at any time if you notice it's hard to breathe, just coming out of the pose so you can breathe fully. Really being conscious of where your limitations are today and listening to the body. Bring the palms together at the heart center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Press the sternum into the thumbs and lift the heart a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale all the air out. We'll start with this single chant of Om together, singing with the universe. Breath in. Bowing to the hands, then releasing the hands, come forward. And we'll just walk the feet back. So we'll come onto our hands and knees and just come back to a child's pose. So you need to widen the knees and just find their forehead resting on the mat. Breathing into the low back and feeling that stretch in the lumbar, and then breathing deep into the kidneys. Feel that opening. Setting any intention for your practice today. And sending out loving kindness to every cell in your body. Appreciation for being present with your body today. And then just walk your hands over to the left, lifting the head slightly. And stack your right hand on top of your left. The forehead can be toward your left knee. Just stretching through the right side of your body. Feeling a nice grounding through that right hip. Deep breath here. And then walk back to center and over to the other side. This time the left hand stacks on top of the right, really reaching through that left sit bone. Nice deep breath here. The forehead can rest toward the floor. And then come back to center and walk your hands back. So you're kneeling. So if it's uncomfortable for your knees, you can have a pillow underneath you, or you can sit cross-legged. We'll just reach the hands forward and bring the backs of the hands together. Round the spine and look towards your belly button. Squeeze all the air out. And as you inhale, open the arms, flip the palms up and lead with the thumbs as you reach back and lift the gaze, opening the heart. Nice. Exhale all the air out, backs of the hands, thumbs down. Squeeze the backs of the hands together. Squeeze all the air out, and then inhale. Lift the gaze, lift the heart. Thumbs reaching back. Open to possibility. One more time. Exhale, curl everything out, squeeze out the air, thumbs down, press the backs of the hands. And then inhale, widen, and lift through the heart. Feel that expansiveness of who you are. Nice. Release, and just place the right hand behind you, fingers facing away. Left arm comes bend to elbow right in front of you. Stare at your fingers. Then start to lift the fingers up toward the ceiling as you lift your hips. If it feels too much, you can keep the hips down. Otherwise, start to turn the head and look towards your right hand. And have that left arm framing around your head. So the bicep is coming towards your ear. Nice deep breath here. Then exhale, release the hips back down and switch hands. Left hand comes behind you. So again, you can keep your hips down if it's too much to lift the hips. Otherwise, look at your hand as you lift the hips. Follow that hand as you reach that hand toward the floor, and then turn the gaze down to your left hand. The right bicep by the right ear. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly release, hips come back down. We'll try that one more time on each side. So left arm in front, right hand behind. Inhale as you lift the gaze, follow the fingers, reaching those left fingers toward the floor. As you turn the gaze, look toward your right hand. Nice opening in the front of the body, the psoas. One deep breath, and then softly return, hips to heels. Switch hands. Left hand behind. Inhale, lift, opening, turning the gaze down to that base hand as your right arm frames your head. One deep breath, and softly release. Nice work. Coming back to your hands and knees. Walk the knees back, and then just wag your tail side to side. Again, if you ever need extra padding for your knees, you can have a thin pillow or blanket under your knees. So I'm really letting my hips drop from side to side here, opening up the hip joints. Then come back to center. And from here, we'll lift the left leg straight back, pointing to the ball of the foot. Feel that strength all the way through the left glute, but try not to lift the left hip. Try to keep the hips parallel. You can stay here or lift the right arm and reach it forward. Feel that extension and strength diagonally through the body. Take a deep breath as you reach from the left foot to the right hand. And then exhale, round the spine, bring the elbow toward the knee. Squeeze all the air out. Inhale, expand and extend, arm and foot. Exhale, draw it in, tucking in. Nice, one more time. Extend, reach. Exhale, tuck. This time as you extend, you can bend that back knee, and perhaps you can reach around and grab the foot. If that's not available, just reaching back with your hand. If you can grab the ankle, kick the foot up toward the ceiling. Feel a nice deep breath here. Opening the right side of the chest and the left quadricep. One more breath. Softly release, hand and knee. Widen the knees and just take a rest back in child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Tuning into the earth energy, the grounding of this practice, our base. Notice your breath here and deepen each inhale, letting go with each exhale. And we'll slowly come back up to our hands and knees, our table. Make sure the knees are right under the hips. We'll go to the other side here. So the right leg lifts back. We'll start there. You can notice if that right hip wants to lift and just find that length through the ball of the foot. If you can, lifting the left arm here, find that nice diagonal strength through the body. Inhale here and lengthen. Exhale, elbow toward knee, strengthening the core, curling it in. Inhale, expand and fill the lungs. Exhale, squeeze everything out. Feel the balance that it takes to stay in this diagonal pose. Inhale again. Reaching, exhale, curling it all in. This last time, we'll reach it out, bend that back knee, reach the foot toward the ceiling, and then reach around, see if you can perhaps grab the ankle. If that grasp works for you, you can kick the foot up, take a nice deep breath here. Finding your balance with your drishti, your gaze. And then softly release here. Hand and knee down. Once again, just sit back, child's pose. Feel that warmth building in the core. Notice your heart beating. See if you can slow down the heart by deepening the breath. Feeling that openness. Nice, slowly coming back up to the hands and knees. Walk your hands to the front of the mat and spread through the fingers. Tuck your toes under here and lift the knees just an inch off the floor. So you feel that engagement here. And then just tuck your head towards your knees as you sit your hips back, and then straighten the legs all the way up to downward facing dog. So you can find a static dog, or if you like to walk out pedaling one heel and then the other, let the head and neck relax, shake it out, and press through the thumb and forefinger of each hand so that you're corkscrewing the hands into the floor here. Feeling that strength in each fingertip. Nice deep breath here. Let's lift the right leg with our next inhale, circling that right ankle 3 times in each direction. Nice deep breath here. And then softly bring that knee toward the front and tuck it in, and then step that foot between the hands. Nice, lowering the left knee down. Bring your hands to that front knee and lift your torso. You can stay here, or you can lift the arms up, finding that nice lunge. Relax the elbows and out to the sides as you create more space between the shoulders and the ears, sinking into that front knee. Inhale, straightening the front leg just a little bit as you reach up. Nice, exhale, bend into that front knee, stretching deeper as you sink the hips, elbows, bend. Inhale, extend. Last time as you sink into this pose, feel that stretch on that left hip. And then softly bring the right hand to the knee, left hand to the floor, twisting over to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, length through the crown of the head. You can stay here or tuck the left toes and lift your left knee off the floor. You can stay here or adding on the lift of the right arm toward the ceiling. Noticing wherever you are, you can go back to the last option. Inhale, length. And then exhale, release right hand outside the right foot. Nice. From here, we'll step left foot up to meet the right. First forward fold, just dangle the arms, shake them out, shake out the head, bend one knee, bend the other. Just letting gravity create more space between each vertebra as you breathe deeply. Nice, and then slowly curling up, keeping the low belly tucked, the head and the Chin is the last thing to lift as you slowly come all the way up to stand. Palms face forward. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Find that extension. And then exhale, come all the way back down, forward fold. Hands just come right under the shins. Lengthen the arms as you straighten the back, come up halfway. Deep inhale. And then exhale, place the hands down. So bend the knees as much as you need to and step or hop back to your downward facing dog. Nice, this time the left leg's gonna lift up with an inhale. Start to rotate that left ankle 3 times in each direction. Taking deep breaths here. And then take another inhale, lift that leg a little higher, and then step it all the way forward between the hands. Lower that right knee down, release the toes, and come up to your front knee. And you can always just stay here or lift the arms. Find that extension. As you exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears and bend the elbows, sinking into that deep lunge. Inhale, coming up and reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, soften, surrender that front knee forward. Inhale, extend. Last time here, sinking the hips as you bend the elbows. And then bring that left hand to the knee, right hand to the floor. You can start here just looking over the left shoulder. You can tuck the right toes and lift the knee off the floor, extending that right leg. And if you like, you can lift the left arm into a full twist here, looking over that left shoulder toward the ceiling. Inhale, length through the crown of the head. Exhale, surrender. And then bringing that left hand down outside the foot. Nice, step both feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the crown of the head forward. Exhale, surrender in your forward fold. And then with soft knees again, we're just gonna stack the vertebrae one at a time. The chin stays tucked until you come all the way up. Roll the shoulders back here. We'll do a little wrist mobility. So bring the left hand to the heart. Tuck the thumb into your hand and then squeeze your thumb with your fist. Turn the fist down so the knuckles come down toward the floor. From here, look towards your left elbow and start to bring that fist behind your back, up in between your shoulder blades. So you can see from my back and that, and I'm looking over to my left. So there's a little twist in the torso. And slowly unfurl as you bring the arm out. Spread the fingers and point the fingers down toward the floor. And then start to turn to the right. So leading with the thumb, open that right side of the chest and stretch the wrist. Nice, slowly come back to center. And then switch hands. Right hand on the heart. Left arm out, tuck the thumb in, make a fist around your thumb, and then turn the fist down so the knuckles reaching toward the floor. From here, you start to curl it in behind your back as you turn to the right, looking towards your right elbow. Nice, feel that squeezing everything out. And then slowly unwind. Release the fingers and turn the palm down so the fingers reach toward the floor and then open toward the left, twisting as you reach with that thumb. Nice deep breath here. Beautiful, come back to center. Shake out the arms and just bring the arms wider, or the feet wider as you just windmill the arms here. Letting go of any tension, the arms, the wrists, the shoulders. Nice. We'll do one more here for the wrists. So bring the feet back parallel. Both hands now, tuck the thumb in and squeeze the thumb and then curl the fingers up towards your shoulders. And then just like an ape, just slowly curling forward, keeping those fingers curled in. Shake out the head and neck. Exhale all the air out here. And then slowly curl back up, keeping those wrists and fists intense. And then step the right foot forward, left knee bends, and open the fingers. Reach the fingers back as you lift your gaze, opening the heart. Nice. Slowly step back with the right foot. One more time, curling in, fists. Make that wrist heavy as you slowly fold forward. Shake out the head and neck, squeeze out all the air. And then coming back, stacking the vertebrae one at a time. We'll open the hands wide, spread those fingers, and then step the left foot forward. Open the heart, look toward the horizon. Nice. Slowly come back to your stance. Feet hips distance apart. Inhale, reaching up. Interlace everything except for your index fingers and just start to go side to side here. Opening up the side body, feeling the hips go the opposite way of the arms. And then just going over to the right, feel that left side opening. Nice deep breath here. And then softly back to center and then to the other side. Feel that nice stretch over to the left, right side, getting opening. Then back to center, looking up toward the hands, do a slight back bend as you reach back. And then widen the arms, soft knees, tuck the belly, fold all the way forward. Nice, shake out the head and neck here. We'll step the left foot all the way back. Nice, come up into our standing lunge here. So strong back leg. If that's too much, you can always lower the back knee. Otherwise, reaching the arms wide here, like we just did, spread the fingers and lift through the heart. Feel that openness, and then keep that wide angle as you reach all the way up toward the ceiling. Try to keep that space between the shoulders and ears so the arms can be wide so there's no tension in the shoulders. Nice deep breath here. Then softly release, elbows bend, left knee down to the mat. Nice. From here, we'll just bring the hands down, frame the right foot, step both knees back, and then slowly bring the shoulders in front of the wrists and let the hips drop. So we're doing a cobra, modified cobra. Roll the shoulders back and lift through the gaze. And then softly come back, child's pose, forehead toward the mat. Nice, we'll try that again. Inhale, lifting the hips, spread the fingers. As soon as the hips come above the knees, let the hips drop, and then slowly roll the shoulders back and lift through the heart. Open the chest. Nice, let the hips come back all the way to child's pose. Take a breath here. And then softly lift, tuck the toes. Find your way to downward dog. So take your time to set it up and get there. Settling out the feet. And then again, bend the knees, exhale all the air out, and step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, find that halfway lift, extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. And then place the fingertips either side of the feet. This time we'll step the right foot back. Strong right leg, or you can lower the knee and slowly rise up. Hands can be on that front knee, and then if you can, widen the hands out to the side. So really spread through the palms here. Reach the fingers back and lift the heart, lift the gaze. Feel that openness as you widen the arms all the way up. But try not to contract the trapezius muscle here as you lift the arms. So creating space as you relax the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale here and lift. And exhale, softly lower that back knee all the way to the mat. Bend the elbows. Beautiful. Bring hands either side of that left foot. Step both knees back here. And again, we'll just come forward in that modified cobra. So let the hips slowly come forward, and then roll the shoulders back and lift through the heart. Feel that opening in the front of the line of the body. And then softly come back all the way to child's pose. Nice, forehead on the mat. Deep breath, honoring where you are in your practice today, listening to your body over anything that I tell you. And slowly come back to the hands and knees, tuck the toes. And just again, hover the knees an inch off the floor, and then bring the forehead toward those knees. Feel that extension through the arms, straight arms, and then straighten the legs back to downward dog. Pedaling out the feet one at a time. Nice, and then we'll just softly bring the right knee down into the middle of the mat and extend the left leg out. Bring the outer edge of the left foot to be parallel with the back of the mat. Bring your right hand right under your shoulder and then pivot that right shin bone so it's now perpendicular with your mat. Nice, left arm up. We call it skate pose. Inhale, open that chest, and then exhale, reach out over the head. Nice, feeling that nice long angle from the left foot to the left hand. Inhale, lift the left arm, and if you can, lift the left leg up toward the ceiling. So feeling that strength as we open here. Nice, the last option is to bend that left knee and grab for the left foot and kick into it. Again, we're doing a lot with binding today as we open the front of the body, using the strong muscles of the leg to open the chest. You have the ankle, one more deep breath, and then softly release and extend through the leg and the arm, and then land that left foot down and come up so you're standing on your right knee now. Hands come to the hips. Nice, make sure that left foot is facing forward, and we'll do the opposite side. So left hand slides down the left leg, reaching the right arm up, opening the right side of your body. Nice deep breath here. And then softly come back. Right arm directly under the right shoulder. You can stay here or extend both legs into your side plank and reach up with your left arm. Nice deep breath, and then slowly rotate to your plank position. You can lower the knees here or come all the way down one piece. Everyone come to your belly. Release the toes here, interlace the fingers behind your back. Start to lift the arms off the back as you open the chest. Maybe the back of the heart lifts. Keeping the neck long, your gaze is down. Press into the tops of the feet and inhale, lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, release the arms by your side. Turn the head to the left, right ear on the mat. Open and close the jaw. Feeling any massage on your masseter muscle there. And tune into the heart. See if you can slow the heart rate down by taking some deep breaths here. Nice, we'll do that one more time. So bring the chin to the mat. Interlace the fingers the other way. That feels different. Start to lift the arms. Feel that opening in the chest. Keep the neck long. This time you can squeeze the legs together and maybe lift the legs even an inch off the floor. If you feel anything on your low back, keep the legs down and press the tops of the feet down. One more deep breath here. And then exhale, turn the head to the right, arms relaxed by your side. Open and close the jaw. Massaging out your muscles there in the cheek. Nice. From here, bring the chin back to the floor, hands next to the chest. Squeeze the elbows close as you press up to your knees. Widen the knees and sit back. Child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Little wiggle of your hips here helps massage out any kinks in the low back. Nice, slowly come back. Walk the hands to the front of the mat. Really spread through the fingers. Tuck your toes under here. And again, see if you can just hover the knees an inch off the floor. Just lifting the knees so I'm on my toes and my hands. Then bring the forehead back toward the knees. So I'm coming like toward child's pose. And then I straighten the legs one at a time. Hang up to my downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shake out the head and neck. Wag your tail. And then softly release the left knee to the mat, right in the center. Turn the right foot so the outside edge of the foot is parallel with the back of the mat. And then pivot that left shin so it's perpendicular to the mat. Right arm reaches up, opening toward the ceiling. And then turn the palm and reach out over your head. Feel that extension through the foot all the way to the hand. Nice deep breath here. And then lifting the arm up to the ceiling, see if you can lift that right leg. You might just come an inch or two off the floor, or you can come to parallel with the hip. Wherever you are is perfect. And then the last option is to bend that knee and grab for the foot as you kick the foot into the hand, opening that right chest. Again, notice your breath. Can you breathe deeper? Can you relax the neck? Find a nice stretch on the right side of your neck. One more deep breath here. Extend the arm and leg if you had it grounded, and then slowly release that right foot. Coming up to your stand on your left knee, hands on the hips, just square the hips and try to reach that right foot so it's facing forward. Left arm reaches up as you slide the right hand down that leg, opening the left side body. Nice deep breath as you feel space created all the way in the ribs, intercostals, oblique. One more deep breath. And then softly land that left hand directly under the left shoulder. You can stay here and lift the right arm up, or extend both legs now into your side plank. Vashisthasana, finding the strength in your obliques. Deep breath here. And then softly pivot to your plank pose. Again, you can lower the knees if you need to, or just come down one piece, elbows graze the ribs all the way to the belly. Nice. From here, just reaching the arms overhead, chin on the mat. Feel this full pranam, earth hug, as they call it, honoring Mother Earth. Feeling the support, feeling your heart beating in unison with the balance of nature. Exhaling all the air out. Let's just try lifting the right leg and the left arm, keeping the chin down. Feeling that. If you like, you can start to lift the back of the neck. Nice deep breath, diagonal strength again. And then softly release. Trying the other side, right arm, left leg. Just an inch off the floor. It's more about length than how high you can lift. So really reaching from the left toes to the right fingers. Nice deep breath. And then softly release. Slide the forearms back. Come to your Sphinx pose. So elbows come right under the shoulders. Forearms are parallel. Spread through the fingers. Then press the elbows down into the earth as you feel your head grow up toward the sky. Creating more space again between your shoulders and ears. Pull the elbows back now and feel the heart folding forward. And then a little bit of engagement here as you press into the knees and just lift the pelvis slightly off the floor. Feel the ribs engaged here. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. Slowly release anything there. And then just release all the way to the floor. Hands come next to the chest. Squeeze the elbows, come up to your hands and knees. From here, tuck the toes. And we'll come back into a Anahatasana. So walk the hands forward as you let the hips slide toward the heels. But if they touch the heels, walk your hands further forward. So the hips are actually in the air, the forehead comes to the mat. Press into the hands and lift the elbows and open that armpit chest area. Feel the heart melting toward the floor here, opening the front of the body. Nice, slowly come back, hands and knees. Again, walk the hands forward and tuck the toes. Lift the knees just slightly and then come all the way back to your downward dog. Shake it out. Nice. Pedaling the heels. Then we'll bend both knees with an exhale and look forward, either step or hop to the front of the mat. Come up halfway, extend through the crown of the head, and then exhale, fold. Nice. From here, we'll bend the knees and come into a squat. So if you can, come into a squat with your toes tucked and your heels lifted. So this is more of a toe balance. Squeeze the knees together here. You can have the hands out by your sides. And if you feel balanced, you can bring one hand to your heart, maybe both hands, and find a little balance here on your toes. The extra challenge here is to close the eyes and feel that balance with all of nature. Nice. Slowly release the hands down. We'll walk the hands back. Come onto our seat. So bring your feet as wide as the hips, maybe even a little wider. Hands come behind you, fingers face away. Find your crab by lifting the hips off the mat. Roll the shoulders back and lift through the heart, gazing straight forward at the horizon. So feel the strength here as you press the hands down and a little more space again between the shoulders and the ears. Then we'll, from here, just trying to lift the right foot an inch off the floor. Feel that strength. And then release. Try the left foot. Beautiful. And then the challenge, try the left hand, just an inch off the floor. And then try the right hand. Just noticing you have to lean a little bit. Nice. From here, just lifting the left arm and bring it into your chest like we did before. Start to lift the hips up as you lift that arm, and then reach those fingers toward the floor. Turn your head to look toward the right hand. So framing that arm around your head, the left bicep is pressing into your ear if you can. Nice deep breath, lift the hips a little higher, and then slowly release. Hips come down, relax. Nice. Shake it out, we'll try the other side. So left arm pressing down, right arm in front. Lift the hips, finding that opening as you reach the right fingers toward the floor. Turn your gaze to that left hand. Frame the head with your right elbow, pressing the bicep toward the ear. Nice deep breath, lift your hips a little higher, and then softly release, coming all the way back to the mat. Beautiful. From here, just bringing the feet together. Hands come forward, just rock from side to side. You can start to massage your thumbs into the bottoms of the feet and just feeling some self-love here. So honoring your body for all that it does for you, especially your feet. They do so much, our dancing and walking and running, whatever you're doing, just getting a little bit of love in there. Nice. Then you can have your hands grab around the toes, straighten the arms, and lift through the heart. Again, finding more length in the front of the body here. Just depending on your flexibility, you might be able to come forward here. But wherever you are, just feeling that stretch by pressing the feet together and widening the knees. Full breath, and then eventually let the neck and head relax. Feeling that stretch all the way through the back body and the inner thighs. Just appreciating again where you are today in your body. One more deep breath here. And then softly come back. Bringing the feet wide. And then coming up into our wide squat here. So toes are turned out here. I'm in a wide squat. I'm going to reach my arms between the legs. And like we did before, see if you can press the back of the palms together and curl in, look towards your belly button. As you inhale, start to lift the heels and come up to balance on the toes. Widen the arms out to the sides. Nice. Exhale, curl it in. The heels come back to the mat. Look towards your belly button. Press the backs of the hands together. Nice. Inhale as your heels lift. Open the palms toward the ceiling. Feel that stretch all the way from fingertip to fingertip. Exhale, all the air out. Last time, squeeze it out. Press the backs of the hands together. Beautiful. And then from here, just place the hands on the floor, lifting the hips all the way back up. Heel toe the feet parallel, hips distance apart. Shake out the hand and neck. Nice. From here, we'll step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Turn so that left foot is parallel with the back of the mat and come up into your warrior two stance. So windmill the arms, right arm facing forward. Track your right knee right over the ankle. If it goes past, take a wider stance. Inhale, lean through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften into this pose. Really reaching through the outer edge of the left foot. Turn the palms up here. Feel the lift in the heart. Then bring that left arm forward, reaching for the bow of our arrow here as we pull the bow back. Lift that right arm up toward the ceiling. Feel that extension through the right arm. Feel that potential as you set your arrow of intention. And then releasing that arrow, the right elbow comes to the knee, the left arm shoots overhead, finding that beautiful side angle pose. Let the head relax, reaching from left foot to left hand. Nice deep breath. Inhale, lift that left arm, pull your torso back to straight and straighten that front leg. Nice. From here for a triangle pose, bring the hands to the hips to start. Start to pivot the hips toward the front of your mat. Feel that stretch. And if you like, you can just stay here. I feel a great stretch, just pivoting the pelvis. And then if you like, your right hand can come below the knee, opening that left shoulder. You can lift the left arm toward the ceiling. Again, finding what level works for your body today. Feeling that opening through the left side of the chest. Let's bring that left arm all the way around our back, reaching for the right thigh potentially. Again, opening that left side of the chest a little bit more. One more deep breath. Then softly release, come back to center, bring your hands to the hips. Turn that right foot to be parallel now at the front of the mat, so we're in a wide stance. Interlace fingers behind the back, open the chest, lift through the heart, and leading with the heart as you come forward, lifting the arms toward the ceiling, shake out the head and neck. Surrender here with each exhale. Feel gravity pulling your head toward the floor. Shake out the head and neck. One more breath here. Let out a sigh. And then release the hands down to the mat. If your head's a ways from the floor, you can widen the stance. And then lots of options here. You can grab the big toe or outside of the foot. Just slowly pull yourself a little closer toward the floor, feeling that opening. The hamstrings, letting the neck and head be heavy. So you're getting all the effects of an inversion here as the head is lower than the heart. Blood rushing to the head, filling the head with more oxygen. Find your deep breath here. And then slowly walk the hands toward that front foot as you pivot on the heel. Come to your lunge, lower that left knee down. Nice. From here, we'll bring that right hand to that right knee. Turn and look over that right shoulder. So you can stay here, or this time the option is to bend that back knee and grab for the foot. So again, really focusing on these binds today. If you have that foot Open the chest and maybe look toward the front of the mat, finding a slight back bend in the upper back. Nice deep breath. And then softly release. Both hands come either side of that right foot and walk the hands back as you straighten that leg, lifting the toes toward the ceiling. So Ardha Hanumanasana, half Hanumanasana. Some of you might be able to slide the heel back and sit all the way on that back heel. Again, just feeling what works for you, just finding your hamstring stretch. You need to stay up on that knee. Just pressing the heel down into the mat and reaching the forehead toward the knee. Nice deep breath. One more inhale here. And then soften into that front knee. Come back up to your lunge. Nice. Hands frame that front foot. Step both knees back. Widen the knees here. And then again, just shifting the shoulders past the wrists. Let the hips drop down. So it's like a modified up dog. Roll the shoulders back and lift through the heart. Nice deep breath. And then softly come back to child's pose. Reset. Forehead on the mat. Nice deep breath here. And then coming back, tuck the toes, back up into your downward dog. So walk the hands to the front of the mat, lift the knees, press the hips back, walk through the heels, shake out the head and neck. Nice, bending both knees here. Take a hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then reaching all the way up, finding the ceiling. Palms come down to the heart. Relax the shoulders, relax the breath. Relax the arms by the side. Bring the hands to your hips, and we'll take a big step back with the right foot now. So parallel the right side of the foot, outside of the foot to the back of your mat. Soften into that front knee. Make sure the knee tracks right over the ankle. So try to bring your hips so they're parallel with the long edge of the mat, and then reach your arms out, warrior two. Inhale, link through the crown of the head. Exhale, surrender. So we're always trying to find this balance between effort and surrender. There's a lot of effort in that back leg, lifting the arch with the foot. And there's a surrender in that front knee, feeling surrender down toward the earth. Turn the palms up, open the chest. And then from here, reach forward with the right hand, grab the bow, and pull the bow back as we lift that left arm up. Feeling our arrow of intention. Inhale here, and then exhale, release the arrow. The right arm becomes the arrow as we let the left arm come to the thigh, reaching the right arm overhead. Turn and pivot so you can open that right side of the chest toward the ceiling. Nice deep breath, a lengthen from the right foot to the right hand. Then exhale as you let that right arm pull your torso back to stand, straighten both legs, hands on the hips. So you can narrow the stance here if you need to. Otherwise, just starting to tilt the pelvis toward the front of the mat. So tilting the pelvis. Already I'm feeling a nice stretch in my hamstring. So really press your left hand into that crease between the hip and the pelvis. And then the left hand can come down. Open the right side of your chest. You can stay there or lift the right arm all the way up. Finding your Trikonasana triangle pose. If you like, you can reach the right arm around your low back, connecting with your left thigh, opening the right side of your chest even more. And then softly bending a micro bend to that left knee as you come up, back to stand. Bring the hands back to your hips and pivot so that left foot is now parallel with the front of the mat. Nice. From here, we'll just have the hands on the hips, open the chest, and then lead with the heart again as we come forward to our wide angle. Let the head and neck relax. Bring the hands and fingers down to the mat and turn the toes out slightly. Do a little side lunging. So walk the hands to the left as you bend the left knee. Sink into it as you open the right inner thigh. And then slowly walk to the other side. Right knee bends as the left leg straightens. So just going side to side, try to keep the hips low as you play with this skandasana, opening the inner thighs. Back and forth, feeling the strength and the openness as you move from side to side. Again, the toes are turned out so the knee tracks toward the toes. Then come back to center, straightening both legs. Heel toe the feet a little closer and bend the knees. So coming into our goddess stance, bring the elbows on the knees. So pressing the elbows wide and feel that stretch. Some of you might even be able to grab the shin bone here. Pressing the knees back into the elbows, sink the hips down. Feel that nice stretch on the inner thighs, maybe even a side-to-side motion here. Wherever you are, just feeling that surrender in the hips as you press the elbows into the knees. Nice deep breath here. Almost done, you guys. Nice work. So keeping those knees bent, bend the elbows, come all the way up into our goddess stance. Elbows reaching back, spread through the fingers, see if you can lift all 10 toes. Nice deep breath in, look toward the ceiling. Exhale, stick the tongue out, make that fierce sound. Lion's breath, 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, all the toxins. 1 more deep breath, clearing out the lungs. Beautiful. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Star pose, reaching out from the heart. Expanding that energy, close down the eyes and just feel your heart energy. This loving kindness, sending it out through each finger and toe, out into the world. Beautiful. Slowly bring the palms back to your heart center. Relax the shoulders and just slowly step to the front of the mat. Beautiful, you guys. From here, relax the arms down. Inhale, reach, slight back bend, and then softly fold all the way forward. Shake out the head and neck. Bend one knee, bend the other. Then just stepping that right foot back. Lower the right knee, and we'll stretch the left hamstring here. So lift the left toes. Again, if you stay here with the hips lifted, or some of you might be able to come all the way down and step and sit on your right heel for Ardha Hanumanasana. So finding your hamstring stretch. Wherever you are, press that left heel down as you lift the toes toward your face, feeling that stretch all the way into the calf muscle. Nice deep breath here. 1 more inhale. And then softly come back into your lunge, bending that knee. Nice. From here, we'll just bring that right knee and slide it up and sit down on your right hip. Bring the left foot outside that right knee. So if you can, find both sit bones on the floor. My right knee's facing forward, my left knee's up. And grab that left knee, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, and lift through the heart. From here, you can bring the left hand behind for a brace. As you begin your twist, look over the left shoulder. You can stay here or lift that right arm up toward the ceiling, find more length with an inhale. Then exhale, bring that elbow outside the knee, deepening the twist in your upper spine. Nice full breath here. And then softly unwind. From here, we'll grab that front ankle, the left ankle, and then slide it back. So see if we can stack the knees. So you might just be here, that's great. Some of you might be able to get the knees on top. I find if I lift my hips and walk my feet out, I can find more space for my hips. So wherever you are, this Gomukhasana, finding a nice hip stretch, roll the shoulders back. You just sit up straight, or some of you might be able to come forward and find a deeper stretch. So again, listening to your body, whatever your hips are telling you, tuning into that sensation and letting it go with each exhale. Finding more depth. Inhaling length. Exhaling surrender. Again, finding gratitude for every single cell in your body, smiling into your organs. And here, smiling into the hips. Nice full breath. And softly walk the hands back. Bring the hands behind you, and then we'll just switch the legs. So left knee comes forward, right foot outside that knee. Try to get both sit bones on the mat, so that right sit bone tends to come up. It's okay. Bring the hands around that front knee, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. From here, you can bring that right hand behind and begin your twist. Again, you can just stay here with the left hand on the knee, or lift the left arm up with an inhale and bring that elbow outside the knee. Nice full breath here. And then softly release, stacking the knees now. So I'm going to slide this front ankle back, finding my hip stretch today, and it might be different on each side. So noticing as we bring balance in the body, how you can surrender to what is. Walking the hands forward if you can, just finding your stretch today. Try to keep those sit bones grounded. Maybe the chin can come to that front knee. Breathing in acceptance. Letting go with each exhale. Smiling into the hips. How can you release with grace and awareness? Let's all take a deep breath together. Fill the lungs. Exhale, let out a sigh. Slowly coming up out of that stretch. Release the legs, shake them out. A little side to side windshield wiper. Beautiful. And then from here, just using your core strength as you slowly lay down onto your mat. Make sure you have space for your head. Nice. Bring the knees, bend them into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug and rock from side to side, massaging out the low back. You can do little circles, one direction and the other. Nice, and then from here, bring the knees wide, reach between the knees for your feet. So happy baby pose. You can reach for the outer edges of the feet. From here, just playing like a baby, you can straighten one leg and then the other, just feeling that innocent playfulness. Releasing any desires or intentions here as we go back into our surrendered state, Shavasana. So straightening the legs out one at a time, finding your resting place for a few minutes here. Bring the arms to your sides, palms face up, reach the fingers toward the feet, create more space in the trapezius here. And then notice the heart, tuning into the heart beating in the chest. Taking a deep, full breath here. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. Take another sip of air, filling the lungs even more. One more sip, really expanding the rib cage. Hold it in. And then exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Feel your body completely surrendering into the earth, knowing that the earth always supports us with the food, water, feeling that abundance flowing under us. Completely surrender into presence. Each exhale, going deeper into a state of peace, relaxation. Slowly bringing that awareness back to your breath. Feeling this prana, the life force energy, filling the lungs. Wiggle the toes and fingers, slowly waking the body back up. And you can bring your knees into the chest one last time. A little rocking side to side, and then roll over to your right side in a fetal position. Just take a few breaths here on your side. Feeling the rebirth in this pose to unlimited potential. Setting an intention for the rest of your day here. And when you're ready, slowly pressing yourself back to a seat. Of course, you can stay laying down if you like. It's your practice. You want to take a nap, it's great here. But we'll end the practice together by bringing the palms to the heart. And tuning in to that universal sound of the universe, we'll chant the sound of Om together, exhaling all the air out. Take a full breath in. Namaste.